Good evening, folks. Let's talk about a trade that we took in Bank Nifty on the 4th of September. Okay. As always, we mark the previous day's high, previous day's low over here. In this case, September's high, September 1, 1st September high, and 1st September low. The weekly high marked over here, and the weekly low. So in this case, September 1st low and weekly low is the same. Okay. Once we do this, before the market starts on the 4th, we need to create a hypothesis where we think the market might go. Okay. Now these rectangles that you people see, the green, blue, and orange, I'll explain to you in a while what they are. Okay. But as of now, let's imagine fourth is not started. These are the levels we have marked. These are the levels we have marked. Okay. Previous day high, previous day low, weekly high, weekly low. Okay. And we've got to create an hypothesis where we think the market might go. Now, these levels that I've created, these rectangles. Why have I marked these rectangles? Okay, this is the question that some of you might have. Okay, now let's say a market for a couple of days has been creating a positive momentum. Okay, it's creating a positive momentum, it's going higher and higher. Let's say in this case, you can see the market. Let's say this is the first day, the second day, 28th opened and closed above the high of. This blue line is the high of 25th. 20th market open, it closed above the high of 25th. So hence the momentum is upwards. Okay, it's a positive momentum. Now let's go to 29. 29 opens gap up, comes down and closed below previous day high. But in this case, what it has touched the previous day high. 29 has touched the 28th high. It might have closed below the 28th high over here, but it didn't touch the low of 28. So the momentum is still upwards, still positive. Okay. On the 30th, as you can see, I'll mark the high of 29th as well as the low of 29th over here, denoted by these two blue lines. Market gapped up, correct? Opened above previous day high, and it came down. It basically took all the buy stops, all the sell stops, okay, and it came down. Okay, and it closed below previous day's low, as in the 29th low. So here the momentum has shifted from upwards, it started coming downwards. Okay, 30th was the day when market shifted its momentum from positive to negative. Why? Because the market closed for the very first time in the last 2 days, market has closed below the low of the previous day. Hence, the momentum has shifted to negative. Now, the day when this momentum shifts takes place, we need to open the 5-minute chart. Okay, this is where is it? Yeah, here. We need to open the 5-minute chart. Go to 30th, where the day when the momentum shifted, and look for the candle that has the highest volume. In this case, it's the 915 bar. As you can see over here, this is the 915 bar. See, it's the highest. No other candle throughout the day has broken this. So this is the highest volume for a 5-minute bar the entire day. So we mark this particular candle. Alright. The reason why we mark is that as day traders, we need levels from where we feel there is a good chance for a momentum to take place. Okay, because as day traders, we cannot wait for 4-5 hours to have some kind of movement. So we need to mark levels as I marked the previous day high low, the previous week's high low, a few levels that I marked where I believe that momentum can come, where actual movement can happen, where we can make our money quick and get out. Likewise, these levels, these volume bars, where the momentum has changed as compared to the previous day, these volume bars, the high volume bars of that particular day are very important for me because, let's say in this case, a huge player has come in and pulled the market down. Okay, as you can see, to change a momentum, okay, of a stock or of an index, okay, to change its momentum is not a joke. You and me cannot do it. A huge whale has to come and it has to change the upward trajectory to downwards, the upward momentum to downwards. So that takes a lot of money. That takes a huge whale to change the momentum. It's not easy. Alright. So this is an important candle because someone has come over here and pushed the price down. So I will mark this level. Because this is the this to break this level, we would need a bigger whale to come in to break this level. Until then, price is going to come, hit and fall down. You will see now how price falls down from here. Okay, so I marked this level because as I showed you from here, price started coming up, and this is the first time price changed momentum. It closed below the low of the previous day. Okay, now as you can see, 31st also price opened closed below the low. As you can see, this is the low of 30th. Price broke the low and closed below it. Momentum continued coming down. Okay. Now, 1st of September, what is that? 1st of September, price opened, it went below the low, okay, took all the sell stops and continued marching up higher. Okay. In this case, what has happened? We marked the low of 31st. Now I'll mark the high of 31st. As you can see, price opened over here, went below this low of 31st, took all the sell stops and boom, shot up, went above the high, and as you can see over here, it closed above the high. Okay, so as soon as this happens, there is a momentum shift over here. These 2 days the momentum was towards downwards, but on the 1st of September the momentum shifted upwards. Okay, it's gone up over here and it closed above the high of 31st. Now this particular day, the day where the momentum has shifted from down to up, this particular day we will again look at the volume bar. Which particular volume bar of the 1st of September, the day in which the momentum shifted from downwards to upwards, which particular 5-minute bar has the highest volume? And as you can see, I'll mark it over in the chart. This is the 9:15 candle. This is the volume bar of the 9:15 candle. Entire day, no other volume bar broke it. So we mark this level over here, okay, on the chart. Fair enough? You guys understood? Okay. Now this blue rectangle is the same logic, okay, where price closed below the previous day bar, closed below. This is 24th. Here onwards, price has been coming on top till the 24th. 25th was the first day where the price closed below the low of 24th and it remained there. Okay. Hence, this particular days we will check which candle has the highest volume. Again, it's the 9:15 candle and we have marked that. Okay. We have marked that. So these are the 3 candles that I have marked. Okay. Now, price came down till here and shot up. Okay. Which particular candle till here it was price was coming down? 20th price opened and closed above the high of 25th. So which is the bar that has the highest volume? Let's mark it on the chart. On the 28th, this is the bar that has the highest volume. Mark this, leave it. Okay. These are important levels because these are the levels where the shift has happened, where the sentiments have changed. These are the levels where the sentiments have changed. Here the market was climbing on top. Here this particular day, 25th, it came down. So we marked the important candle. 28th as compared to 25th again went on top. We marked the important candle here. 29th, the market broke the 28th high, closed below the 28th high, but it didn't go anywhere close to the 28th low. Hence the momentum is continuing on top. 30th, as I explained earlier, market opened higher, went on top, took all the buy stops, came down crashing and closed below the low of 29. So we mark the level of this date. Okay. Now, so what I'll do, I'll just delete this particular thing off. Okay, we just have 3 other, we'll have 2 more lines. Okay. Now you see, we are talking about 4th now. Okay, 4th. Let's go back to the 1-minute chart. Once we marked all these levels, let's go back to the 1-minute chart. And you see what has happened over here. Where did the price open? Price opened at this green rectangle. What was this green rectangle? Resistance that we had marked on the 30th. So price came back from low, hit this, okay. Whoever were long on September 1st and were holding on to the positions, okay, overnight, as soon as price opened here at this resistance level, they sold off. All right, because they made huge profits from year till year, huge profits they made, and plus this is the resistance level. So as soon as price reached here, boom, see the reaction, boom, it came crashing down. How many points is this? From 654 to 524, 140 points in one bloody candle, right? So isn't this the reaction that I was saying? An immediate reaction that you get from these levels, from the levels that I marked, and that's what we want. Okay, but unfortunately, this was the very first candle, okay, and we couldn't make use of this fall. So that's fine. That's fine. So this first candle was formed on the 4th of September. I marked the opening price. Now for me to go higher, as I told you earlier, price has to close above this opening price, close above this green rectangle as well as above the weekly high because they are pretty close to each other. So I don't want to take any risk over here in this box. I don't want to take any risk on going long because price can come, boom, crash down. The way it crashed down from here. Look at this reaction. Price can hit this, boom, crash down. It will not give you time to get out. Okay, so I will not take any risk in going long over here. So price came down, first minute, it started climbing up higher. We marked the interim low, that is this particular line. Okay, let me just dot it. This blue dotted line is the interim low. Okay, price went up, it came down, and again it went up from here. So my interim low from here has shifted to this one. Okay, I would wait for this low to be broken before I start taking a position on the short side. And that exactly happened in 925. As soon as this 925 candle was formed, we mark this level over here. Okay. We wait for price to get back to this red rectangle. As soon as it did, you can see the 927 candle got back in, couldn't break the previous day high. Let me get the marker over here. It just couldn't break the previous day high. 928 candle also couldn't break the previous day high. And round about this time is when I came on Telegram as well as on Twitter, and I told people to take a short position in Bank Nifty. So that was around 9:30ish. Okay, so around this level is when I came in. You would have taken a short position over here, or a short position over here, or a short position over here, wherever. Okay, and I asked people to get out around 9:35, 9:36 levels. We made 100 points, and I told people to get out. Okay, I personally was waiting for price to come here, and I'll tell you why I was waiting. Because this red rectangle is the level that I had marked from the previous day. This level. Okay, so I was waiting for price to touch this level. This blue line. We don't need this blue line. Okay, so we made 100 points. So I basically sold 50% in 50 points, another 25% in 100 points, and the balance 25 over here. But I asked my followers to square off all the positions at 100 points. I remember that. Okay, so price came down, hit, went on top. Now I'll tell you where one could have gone long also here. I didn't go, but one could have easily gone long over here. Okay, now price came, it bounced, went on top. Okay, created a high over here. This level. Okay, let's mark this level, created a high. Okay, now this is the interim high. Price came down again created a high, again went low. I would not short because this for me is a buying zone and I'm not going to take any short position. I would take a short position once price closes below this zone somewhere around here and created a price action. Okay, now once that happened, I waited price to come, it went up again it came down, again it made an interim high over here. So I get my marker here. Now I wait for price to break this interim high. As you can see, when I mark it over here, price never broke this high. Before to break this high, it created another high. I marked that. Price couldn't break this high. Before it could break this high, another high was marked over here. But At this time, price broke this interim high. As soon as price broke this high, I marked a zone here. As you can see, price came, hits the zone, boom. What one could target? One could target this zone that we created in the morning. Price exactly went over there. It finally broke through, fair enough, but you had a good momentum of, let's say, around 350 to 550, 200 points. Easy, one could have made. Alright? But I personally did not take the buy position because I was in another trade. Okay, so this was the trade on the fourth and the reasons why we took it. Okay, why we took a short position. Okay, now you see even on the fifth, see where price is getting rejected. This is no magic. This is no magic. As people claim magic. When you go online, you find influencers telling you that you want to see magic, see magic. This is no magic. This is common sense. This is the reason why price changes its momentum from high to low or low to high, and it's not easy to change. So as I told you earlier, there's a big fish, a big whale has gotten over here and pushed the price down. Now, for price to break this, we need a bigger whale to come in to break the price. So even on the fifth, that's today. Okay, one could have easily shorted over here from this level, looking at price action, mind you, not blindly take a short position as soon as price reaches it. Okay, let's see where one could have taken a position. Price came up, price came down, it kept moving down. Okay, went up again, created higher high, higher high, higher high, and this is the first low, I think so, that was made, which was broken. You see, lows were made here too, but they never got broken. Kept on making higher high, higher high, and this low was broken. Boom, with this candle. Let me see what this low, this low. No, no, that's yeah. This low was broken. Okay, this low was broken. This low too was broken. This low too was broken. This low too was broken by one single candle. Yeah, one single candle. There is no buying happening over in this candle. Okay, and lows being broken, short-term lows being broken by one candle. Where absolutely no buying has been taking place. Okay, so what we need to do is that we need to mark this level, this fair value gap that has been created here. Wait for price to get into the fair value gap and short. See, don't worry about this red line. This red line, as of now, let's just hide it. We, because this is yesterday's level that we created, right? So this is not a level where momentum is shifted. This is the level that we created for intraday. Correct. This also just take it out. One could have target for this, but this didn't reach. But fair enough. I mean, you could have just trail your stop losses, and you could have made decent profit. See, from here, this is what level? This is, let's say, 580. It's come down to what, 400. You could trade your stop loss. You could have made at least 50 points, if not 100, if not more. Okay. So these are levels. Why they are very important for us? Because these are levels where one will find a, a momentum happening immediately. Okay, and we need to wait for these levels to come. You cannot just blindly trade anywhere and everywhere. You have to wait for your levels to come. Mark your levels, mark sensible levels, not any random dumb levels. Sensible levels, you gotta have your reasons behind it. Why are you marking those levels? There's a reason why a day high and a day low is formed. There's a reason why a weekly high, weekly low is formed, or a monthly high, monthly low is formed. Alright? It just doesn't happen randomly. the quants, okay, create those levels with the reasons behind these huge volume bars that come up that we have marked on the chart. This green rectangle, sorry, this green rectangle. Don't worry about this now. Let's put this at green, this red, this yellow. There's a reason why these candles form. There's a reason why you have huge volume over here. It's not random. So you got to understand the logic behind it and mark those levels and wait for the levels to come patiently, and they will reward you. Alright? So just go through this video again 2-3 times and I'm sure you'll get it. If you have doubts, get back to me and we can definitely discuss this further. Alright? Cheers, mate.